No, I'm pretty sure he's not. I checked his trophy collection on Nier. It's kind of ridiculous. For for how much he talks about this game, he has actually not all trophies of this game.
To be fair, some of those trophies are fucking ridiculous.
And most trophies are fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I love Nier too, but I ain't never platining it. Fuck that shit. Like, oh, you find every fish in the sea. Go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, I ain't got time for no platinums.
Yeah, I know how people do that shit. I ain't got time for platinums. I play the game. If I can get some trophies, I'll fuck with some trophies. Even if they're a little bit ridiculous, I'll try to fuck with them. But if it's like stupid, hard, ridiculous, like I ain't got time for that.
I gotta have a lot of free time. Let me just say that, and my backlog.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That's
I ain't got time for this.
My cock better be diamonds over this game for me to do it. Like this
Straight
game
up.
is owner if I want to do it.
The only game I can imagine doing that for me is Persona 5. That's about it. Even then, I probably still wouldn't do it.
Hell no! Fucking Jimmy Megami Tensei games are hard as balls.
Yeah, no. And Persona is already long enough, so.
Yeah, that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't do that much. Alrighty. Okay, so
They need to add a fast forward thing to Persona if you want to replay it. That'd be cool.
well that'd be awesome, but I don't think Atlas would do that.
I mean, you can skip all dialogues. That's
Well,
included.
Not just dialogue, but just like battle animation, running. That'd just make everything a little bit easier if you like during your second
The
playthrough.
second playthrough, yeah, your second
Yeah.
playthrough, that'd be awesome.
But on a second playthrough, you already have your stats and personas, so it shouldn't be that hard anyway. But, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
carry on the same Persona.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alrighty. So here we are, guys. HPMP episode 8 in this bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd be broadcasting because I got back a little bit late, but I said, you know what, the show must go on. Let's do this. No big deal. All right, so we got the usual suspects, so I don't think we need to do that much introductions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna be going for at least an hour and a half here, maybe an hour, who knows. So let's jump into these topics I got planned out here. And of course, we got the biggest one, Pokemon Direct, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Who's still messing with Pokemon games? Yeah,
I still play them.
yeah. Like me, I don't even know because I started playing X and Y. Well, when X and Y first came out, I was playing it, but I never beat X and Y. I never beat it because honestly, I didn't care much for the new Pokemon X and Y that much.
I feel
think
like
that-
as the years have gone by, the Pokemon designs have just gotten shittier and shittier.
They have. I mean,
Yeah,
you got
that
stuff
they
in
have.
like a trash bag. Come on now.
There's-
Literally a pile of garbage.
There's one that's called Pseudo Wudo, I think, and it's like a tree, but it's if you use fire attacks on it, it's not very effective. Because it's
Oh no, wait. Now
pseudo
you talking about
wooded.
Heart and Gold. Heart and Gold was the stuff. That was
That was like the best. That was the best
Yeah.
thing going on right there. We're like,
I honestly only ever messed with the Gen 1, and that's it.
really? You never
You gotta at least
the
experience
Gold
Heart
Zone?
and Gold.
I remember as a kid, I really, really wanted to play Gold and Silver, and I
Yeah.
just never got. I never
That's like
got
Heart
to.
and Gold, Gold and Silver. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried so hard as a kid, and I just never got to play them. And
Yeah, definitely play the remakes though. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those are just
those were on the DS.
on the DS.
Actually, funny thing, I never owned a DS.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I actually just yesterday, for the first time, decided fuck it, and I got myself a new 3DS. This is
Oh,
the,
you got a new
the-
3DS.
this is the first DS I have ever owned. I
Oh
completely
man, well you're
skipped
gonna be in
over.
for a ride. You're gonna have a great
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I have played a few DS games. Like I beat all the Phoenix Wright games because
Mhm.
fucking Phoenix Wright is awesome. I've beaten Castlevania: Dawn of Sorrow. I've let's see. I also beat Hotel Dusk, which is really good, and I think that's it.
You played 999, 9 hours.
I had that. A friend of mine was like, "You need to play this," and he actually nailed it.
That seems right up your alley.
You need to play. That's right up your alley. I mean, I played it a little bit. Like I think I got to the middle and I stopped, but I think you would really enjoy it. You would get through it.
Well, my friend was cool enough to like send it to me. I didn't even know he was going to give it to me, and he's just like, "Here," and send it to me in the mail, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's really cool." So I will finally be able to enjoy it. But yeah, yesterday, just in case the sale is still going on, part of the reason why I got it was I went to GameStop, and I normally don't, but I was like, whatever, if there's one nearby, let me see what they got. And I asked how much the 3DS cost, because I've been thinking of getting one, and they're like, oh, it's on sale now, it's $25 off. That's not a huge amount of money, but at the same time, it's like, $25 cheaper, that's not too bad. So I said, whatever, I'll buy it, and I got a black one, so I'm pretty happy. And I bought a Fire Emblem. I brought a Fire Emblem Awakening to go with it, so because they did not have Conquest or Birthright. Those games are impossible.
Yeah, I was so mad because I couldn't get a physical copy of Birthright. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I honestly didn't think I had to pre-order it.
They announced it.
I honestly think. Oh, I think I had to pre-order the separate versions. Like, of course, I lost out on the special edition because it was like sold out like in like a matter of 2 hours or some shit.
Here's some BS. The store had the Fire Emblem edition of the new 3DS, and at first I wanted that because it looked cool. And they had it on display, like just the box, and they didn't even have it.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
They got it on display for it.
I was like, what? You have it on the shelf?
Yo, that's another point. What's up with GameStop busting open brand new games just to put them on display?
Yo, they've been doing that for a while. It's just bullshit.
What's the point?
It's just bullshit when they do that. And then they sell you the game. They sell you the game. Like, if it's the last copy, they'll sell it to you. And then they'd be like, oh, you can't return it if it's open. I was like, you already opened it.
That's some bullcrap. Because I know the employees sometimes actually borrow the games and play those things.
Yeah. My brother, he used to work at GameStop, and he actually, he opened up new games, and he actually like brought it home and played them.
Yeah.
That means they're not new anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
If I open up my new DS game, quote unquote new, and there's a save file on it, I'm sorry, it's not new.
Somebody can jump for that.
Since you missed out on DS, have you ever played the Mega Man Battle Network games?
Nope.
Play Double Team then on a DS if you ever can track it down.
I've only ever messed with Mega Man X. That's
okay. Yeah, that's a great series, but still.
Yeah, that's a good series. Yeah, you can fuck around with Mega Man X.
Like Mega Man X4 is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh, bro, preach it, man! Preach it. That's like my nostalgia shit.
Mega Man X is like the Mega Man X games are just. I'm sorry, I like those way more than the classic Mega Mans.
Yeah, me too. Like when I think Mega Man, I think X. I don't
same
think the classic ones. I mean, Mega Man 8. That's about it.
And then and then when they put him on the DS, was it Mega Man 0?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Those are even like I love those games too.
I didn't even care. I don't know. I didn't like how Zero looked, I guess, and it just like. And my friend was telling me it was hard as fuck. And
it is.
Actually, no, I did get it, and I hated it because it was so fucking hard.
Yeah, it's a dope game though.
I've always wanted to play it because I did like Mega Man X so much, but I will agree, like Zero's design in the X series compared to Zero is like so much better. Like his design in Zero looks so weird and kind of, I don't know, Bishonen-y or something. It just looks weird.
yeah,
it looks
kind of
badass in the original X series.
Yeah, and the real X is he was a boss, but now that Zero series, he's just like he
was like a different character in the Zero series.
Didn't he like lose his memory or something?
Yeah, kinda. I can't remember. It was a long ass time since I played it.
But not like anyone plays Mega Man story.
For the story, yeah.
I mean, true. I remember the story of Zero, and Zero has lost so many times his memory. It kind of is an in-joke in the show, in the series. It's just not worth it.
Mega Man Zero memory.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the
Well,
next
wasn't there
time.
at one point where Zero he was made by Wily, right? Or
Yeah, he was.
yeah, because I know I saw that in X4. Like I saw his shadow, so he had to be made by Wily at some point.
Yeah, he was made by Wily, and when he fought with Sigma, when he was like going nuts, he infected Sigma with like the Wily virus, and that's what made Sigma become a bad guy, or some dumb shit like that.
And how come
And
he
now
keeps
he's
coming
all.
back in every single game?
Yeah, he does. Every time. It's no surprise at this point anymore. Who needs a spoiler for that?
I
Yeah,
just wish they would make another Mega Man. Actually, no, I don't wish Capcom would make another Mega Man game because the way they've been fucking up with shit, I don't want them to do anything. Like just let Mega
stop
Man go
altogether.
because they
I think-
fucking up with Street Fighter, and I can't stand that right now.
I think they have fired all people that were responsible for good things at this point, so it looks like this.
Guys, what they did with Street Fighter is just unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I think this will please
Street
Soul
Fight?
Souls real quick because I didn't only get a 3DS at GameStop. I also got Digimon Stories, Cyber Sleuth.
Oh yes, yes.
Ooh.
Have you played it?
I've dabbled with it a little bit, and I can already feel like the intense Persona vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah, I got it myself, and yeah, I'm starting to feel the Persona vibes. I just wish I had more music while you were in that mall area thing.
Yeah,
I was
Okay.
really surprised because when I first started the game, it's asking like, "Oh, do you want to be a boy or a girl?" And I'm like, "Well, the girl looks really cute, so I think I'll pick her." And
Yeah.
when I saw the character model, I was like, "Jesus Christ, her
I know.
tits are huge!"
The way she stands, like her butt stuck out.
I was
Titty all day,
I
every
was so
day.
shocked. I'm like, "This ain't my daddy's Digimon."
Yo, when I first seen her, I was like, God.
And Nokia too. It's like shit.
Look,
These
man.
guys knew
every
their
girl-
audience.
Every girl in that game, and like even the NPCs.
Yeah, they look cute as fuck. But the
Yeah.
best one is the blonde one. The blonde one, I forgot her
Oh
name.
yeah. What's her name?
I have no idea.
Kyo, something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. I got it as my wallpaper on my computer right now.
Kyoko, yeah.
She is hot
She
as
is
fuck.
dope. Yeah, she's super smart.
I'm trying to play Digimon more, but I'm like sucked on Fire Emblem Fates here. I can't get away from the damn game.
Did you get
That's
Birthright or Conquest?
Birthright.
Okay, yeah, everyone seems to think that one's the better one.
Honestly,
I think-
I
go
regret it.
ahead.
I should have went with Conquest, honestly,
Well, why do you say that?
because there's like, all right, this in the beginning of the game, like this is not spoilers because it's like the beginning of the game.
Okay.
So in the beginning of the game, that you have a choice you have to make. You either go with the people that have been raising you since pretty much your childhood,
Mhm.
or you sided with your original bloodline family that you just got to know. And it's like, if it was me, I would go with the people that has been raising me since I was a child. Even though these people on the other side are my blood relatives and they're actually my brothers and sisters, I don't know you guys like that. Like,
Yeah, I chose
would-
Conquest first just because, well, for
Yeah.
me, the way they set up the story, though, made it obviously seem like, to be honest, Conquest was the evil side.
yeah, that's what they set it up for. And I was like, it's not that
But-
simple, really.
That's why I chose Conquest, just because I
Yeah.
think the Hoshido Birthright path, to me, looked a little bit cooler, and they seemed like, yeah, these guys are the obvious the good side, so I'm going to play through that side last, save for me the
No.
best for last.
Yeah, I know someone that was actually complaining about that. He was playing through Conquest, and he's actually, I think he's beaten both Conquest and Birthright, and he says that,
Damn.
yeah, he says Conquest has better gameplay. Like the maps are like really great and has really good mechanics. But he hated the story because of how evil the characters were. Like he was
Yeah,
he
like
was
it's
so pissed off. He was like, he was like, fuck these people.
like they don't make it seem as though like each side has their reasons for doing it. It's basically like Conquest is straight up the evil side. His father is pretty much like a tyrant.
Yeah, I get the feeling. I don't know. I haven't beaten it yet, but I get the feeling he's just being controlled by something or something like that.
Honestly, it kind of makes me want to play Conquest first more than Birthright because I want to see how evil these people are, and I want to see how they rationalize it.
That's
that
basically
sounds
what I'm
interesting to
doing.
me.
That's what I'm doing. Like, the only thing that's rationalizing is that the main character that you're being, Corin, or whatever else you name him, is that even though he's given orders to kill out or like calm down a certain area, he's basically handling it without actually spilling any blood. So they're giving him evil orders, but he's not carrying them out in evil ways. That's the only thing that's making it, like, he's trying to rationalize it that way. It's still the evil side.
I honestly, like, every time I play Birthright for a little while, I'll be like, can I just download Conquest right now and just start playing it?
You can. I mean, you get it for like half off.
That's true. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it. It was like $20, and I was like, let me just keep going here. I guess.
You really want to own it physical?
Huh?
You want to own it physical?
Yeah, I still do because I got Birthright digital, and I don't like the feeling of that right now.
Yeah, I'm a slave to physical media as well, so I'm like, digital just doesn't feel good.
About the only time I get something digital is when it's like an insane deal that I just can't pass it up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when it's like cheap as hell, then like, why the hell not?
Yeah.
I'm also okay with it for like older games I don't have the console for anymore, and I'm like, I don't have a fucking NES anymore, so.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, you can definitely do it for that. For Fire Emblem, Souls, I guess. I'm having like the hardest time trying to figure out who I should relationship or ship with other people. It's like so tough right now.
Oh, waifu wars.
Yo, I swear to God, that's what it is.
I was playing Conquest, the evil side, Nor, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, I'm sure Shadow will love this character because it's just like, what was your favorite character in the first one?
Tharja.
Tharja. This girl is basically a clone of Tharja. Her name is Nyx. Look her up. This girl, like, you'll pick your waifu immediately once you play this one.
Is that the one with the long blue hair?
No, that's Azor. She's pretty cool though. I like her design.
Nyx is like the gothic one.
Yeah.
Dealing in dead art and dark art and things. I'm assuming Nyx is doing that.
She's basically a clone of Tharja.
That's what I thought. The one I had in Birthright, what's her name? I forgot her name. Redjet or something like that. I thought she was the clone, but when I looked at more Nyx, I was like, yeah, she's the clone.
Hey, what about that girl on the Birthright side? Like, that had like the 6-pack and all that. when you're choosing your side.
Which one? Well,
the Fire Village or something like that, right in the beginning of the game.
Oh, I kind of liked her.
I thought she was pretty cool too.
Yeah, I kind of liked her, but then I was like, you got too much muscles there.
It's
like, yeah. I like a girl who can kick my ass. But,
I didn't really have too much time to play her because I had to choose my side, and I chose the other side. So.
That kind of reminds me of Mikasa from.
Yeah. You guys remember that dope ass fan art of Mikasa where she was just like all sexied up and abs showing and all that?
Nah, I never seen that.
Attack on Titan, there's like millions of fan art.
Yeah, oh, okay.
There's too much. I just could open a tab and click and see there is a list and it says 50,000 or so artwork different.
You know an anime is popular when you go to an anime convention and you see nothing but merchandise.
Oh yeah, that like I think it was 2 years back. I was seeing like everything of Attack on Titan at I think it was Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and everybody just dressed up as what's it called again? The uniforms. I forgot the Attack on Titan uniforms.
I don't fucking remember.
Survey Corps thing?
Yeah, something like that. They were dressed up as that, and like it was like as bad as, well, not as bad, but almost on the same level as like Deadpools you would see rolling around at conventions.
I went to a convention last year, and basically all I saw was either Attack on Titan or Sword Art Online.
Ew.
I saw so much Sword Art Online merch, I was disgusted.
Oh Don't remind me of that series. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It is. It's like
Hey,
one of the worst.
but back to Fire Emblem. Hey,
Yeah.
Shadow, do you feel as though there's not really much new in this game? It's just feel like another Fire Emblem game, but a different story. Like a few new mechanics, but otherwise not too much of a big difference from Awakening. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it's not much different from Awakening. Like, it's pretty much just like Awakening, like 1.5 or something like that, or
Yeah.
0.5 or whatever. There's really nothing really too like stand outish about it. You know,
Yeah.
that you can differentiate, whatever. You know, like
Mhm.
differentiate, whatever. I can't even say this word.
I heard Conquest changes up the gameplay though.
Yeah, like what's that about, Tools? Because I don't.
Well, I mean, I'm playing it, and so far, like, I'm only on like chapter 10, and which is only not that far because it's 6 chapters until you have to actually choose your side. So, I guess 4 chapters into the actual conquest part of the game, and so far, like, you could tell this one is the harder one because I'm trying, like, even though I didn't pick this one insane mode, I still restart the game numerous times just so that none of my people die.
Again, so why don't you just play on what's the setting called?
Super hard, insane mode, or
No,
classic
the
mode.
Lunatic,
No,
Classic.
the mode that you don't lose the character, the casual mode.
casual.
Yeah, I am playing another game, but still, I just feel weird whenever one of my characters die. But yeah, like I like the whole dragon veins. Dragon veins are basically little area effect, little mini skills where you can, if you see like a snowy mountain, you can actually melt the ice and then make it easier for you to travel the map. But at the same time, it also gives your enemies an easier time to travel the map and get to you even faster. So that's a cool little strategy mechanic in the game. But
Yeah.
overall, it's seeming like the same old game.
So
It's
what
not
about like, is there like special conditions besides defeating all the enemies in Conquest?
Yeah, there's actually somewhere. I'm actually on this one stage where I have to defend one part of the map for like 11 turns, which is actually pretty tough.
Oh, because that
Yeah.
hasn't happened in Birthright at all. Just pretty much
Oh.
just defeat all enemies at this point. I'm at chapter 14.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that's the difference between the two.
Yeah, just more defeating all enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like you
It's
said,
not as
like,
straightforward, I guess, as it is in Birthright.
nah. Yeah, like you were saying before, there's really not that much of a difference between the two, between Awakening
Yeah.
and Fates. I
Is
mean,
that
it's not,
necessarily a bad thing though?
yeah, it's not exactly.
It's not bad because the game was awesome. So if it ain't broke, I guess don't fix it.
Yeah, I don't know how many entries in the series I could take before I get bored with it. So I don't know, maybe the next Fire Emblem game I might be like, it's just more the same strategy stuff, waifu wars, and that's pretty much it, you know. But maybe I don't know, next game they'll do something different. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
there's only so far you can take. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
At some point, you do need to innovate.
exactly. So we kind of went from Pokemon to Fire Emblem. And I wasn't even close to done with Pokemon yet.
I don't even know how that happened.
So let's get back to Pokemon Sun and Moon real quick.
Okay.
So what are you guys hoping from this new game? What do you guys think is going to be different about this game? Maybe
Maybe there's some DNA digivolutions or something.
DNA did what?
A Digimon quote.
You did say did you? I was like, what? This nigga said did you? I was like, what? This nigga, what Digimon is?
It'd be cool if you confuse some Pokemon. I don't know.
Pikachu Digivolves.
Actually, it'd be cool. I'm surprised Japan hasn't done that Pokemon Cross Digimon. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Nah, Digimon would destroy Digimon in like a second. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
Y'all seen that death battle?
yeah, that's true. Like even before the death battle between Charizard and what was that one called?
Greymon.
Greymon started. I was like, I seen a little bit of Digimon to know better that the destructive capabilities of these things are just like off the charts. So,
Way more than Pokemon.
yeah, I was like, it's not gonna
mean-
happen. People are gonna get salty.
I mean, look at this. Digimon are, even on their lowest evolution states, still useful against enemies mid-game. So, and Pokemon become useless at one point, really, if you do not level them up. So, what's the
Well, look
point?
at it this way. You gotta have 6 of them to actually win a beat against somebody. With Digimon, you only gotta have 1. All you gotta do is have 1.
Well, given that some of their Digi-evolutions are like freaking the size of skyscrapers,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
don't stand a chance.
Just step on somebody.
Shit.
But yes, I interestingly enough, I think Digimon feels more like a role-playing game, where Pokemon feels like something old, very old.
Pokemon.
Well,
It's like
it's been
Dragon
around for a
Quest.
good minute.
But what I'd like to see in Pokemon was, you guys play Pokemon Yellow, right? How
Yeah.
it was more of a story-driven thing where you didn't really, where you basically got all 3 starters, and each Pokemon you got was kind of given to you part of the story. I'd like to see something like
I
that
forgot about
in the
that.
next Pokemon game.
Nah,
Like
they
did
don't
in
do
Yellow.
this because this would be effort.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean,
It
we're still
might
on
make
the-
the effort when you can just sell all
Yeah.
these copies without doing it.
I mean, think of it. Think of it. We don't change the platform in this game, so they don't have to improve on the graphics. Okay, that's a point they can just check. So what's next? What can we do? Can we break open the game system and change something? No, because that would confuse the little children who have never played something like that. So no. And that's the problem. They're going for the lowest common denominator, and these are children. And that's the problem, I guess.
Well, unfortunately, the children outnumber us a lot, so
Yeah,
and
that's true.
their sales
That's
are
true.
like very, very important. So
Yeah, but why not produce a different game? Like the second edition is not for children, but for longtime player. Why not make something like that?
Kind of like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And like Digimon. back in
Birthright was
Digimon.
supposed to be Awakening-ish, and Conquest is supposed to be more for veterans, more for
Yeah.
like people who are fans of the older games. So they could do the
So-
same thing for Pokemon.
hey,
Yeah,
you
but-
could,
yeah, but
and
the
that would
mechanics-
divide the fan base, I guess, and that would divide the sales up probably. Then again,
Oh,
so
I think that Pokemon fans have been around for a long time, so
Yeah.
it'll still be the same.
yeah, that's true. It'll probably still work out.
Nah.
I mean, otherwise, what really big difference is there between the 2 versions, anyways?
4
Certain
Pokemon
Pokemon.
sets.
Pokemon
mostly.
exclusive.
That's
I
about
mean,
it.
yeah.
Isn't the only difference is like, oh, one version has certain Pokemon that the other one
Yeah.
has, and they're only like in like special locations or
Mhm.
I don't know, some
Yeah,
shit
Pretty
like that.
much.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They don't have a different story. They don't start you off differently. They just give you They give you, I guess, 6 different Pokemon in a set that you cannot get in the other version. So that's all.
So essentially, what Fire Emblem Fates is doing is infinitely superior.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Justified.
I'm not trying to shit on Pokemon or anything. I mean, Pokemon's fine. I'm just saying that I think having 2 games that are literally almost exactly the same is,
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of shitty.
Just
Yeah,
double
but we
spam.
call it but we call it the double deal. You have one game that is essentially the same. You give it a different flavor, and you sell it twice. Because nearly anybody who is a complete Pokemon freak wants to have both. Because then he can assure that he gets all the Pokemon he needs to complete the game.
In the chat, a friend of mine, Spirit, said that the hardcore Pokemon fans are the ones that get competitive, and that's the hard mode pretty much, because the competitive scene on Pokemon is pretty fierce.
Yeah,
that's
it
true,
is. I've
but-
noticed that. But that I don't know if that's a lot of people. Like,
I mean, there are a lot of people. That is not the problem. The problem is only that this is not part of a game. It's part of the online experience, and that's something completely different.
and that's more something that the fans had to develop themselves. That wasn't something.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that
And for
was
something
like meant for the Pokemon games.
yeah, and something and something where I pay money for should include something that I can enjoy.
It's true.
One thing I'd like to see, like, how come Pokemon can't do another like type of Coliseum game or XD Gale of Darkness, but like still make it like a Pokemon game, you can still run around and catch random Pokemon.
So basically,
I
why
have
isn't
no
there
idea.
a proper? Why? So you're basically asking why isn't there a proper console Pokemon game?
Basically.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Exactly.
I think they made one on the GameCube. I think it was like something
Yeah.
Darkness.
Yeah,
They
actually,
had, they had some of that, but that's not the problem. But they haven't
It
done
wasn't that
this.
good though.
They haven't done something like that in years.
And they don't want to because the games on the DS they sell well enough. It's like why put the effort, I guess. Into
Yeah, they
it?
don't really have to.
Why do it? It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, why
People
bother?
really buy it.
Yeah.
So basically,
Same old,
Pokemon
same
Company
old.
is just like, hey, we're making money, so who cares?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like until they get like an honest to god competition.
Yeah.
Like maybe what's that thing called? Yokai Watch. Maybe if Yokai.
Nah,
honestly,
nah, that's not a competitor at this point.
I thought it was because at one point it was like the best-selling game in Japan for a while.
It's
Yeah, but
really good, but it's never gonna do Pokemon.
Yeah, I played the demo. I
No.
really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was kind of like a mix between Pokemon and something else.
Digimon?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, it sold good, and the anime is going strong. But I'm guessing it's not the same like with Pokemon. It's just it sells, but the Pokemon fans will be always outselling something. That's always the case. It will never go away.
I think you would need like a franchise that's been established for years to even come close to being competition for Pokemon, really. So what I want to see from Sun and Moon, which would be nice, which I know they're not going to do, but I would love for it to happen, is for them to go back to the Gold and Silver days and have 2 regions in it.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
That would be amazing.
that would be amazing ideas.
That's always
you-
on my top list of games, of things I want in Pokemon games.
I can see them doing though, like once the newest new 4DS or something, whatever comes out, or maybe the NX. What if they put every single region in one game?
See, that's what me and my friend we were talking about. That we was like, we would love for that to happen. And
Yeah,
he
like make the
wants that
game
to happen so
continuing for like
badly.
a long time.
But it's not gonna happen. It's like it's first of
It'd
all,
be
it's
like
too
the
much.
Pokemon anime, how he goes to different regions and.
Yeah, it would be so awesome. It would.
Or
but-
no, cartoon, the Pokemon cartoon. I don't consider it anime anymore.
You don't consider it anime?
Nah, not anymore.
It's technically
Really?
anime.
Technically
is.
is, but not to me.
Nah.
It's kind of hard to think of it as an anime because, for me, especially like both Digimon and Pokemon, I saw them as a kid, so to me they were just cartoons.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And even now I call it, oh yeah, the Pokemon cartoon or the Digimon cartoon. It's hard for me to see them as anime.
Well, for me it's not, but I can
Yeah,
say
for me it's not
something
either.
very safely. I think the Pokemon anime has improved on animation extremely. It's just, it really looks good. You cannot deny
Yeah,
that.
that's about it.
And,
I mean-
and that's the. Hey, it still offers a better story than the game. So
Yeah, but it's the same
Okay,
shit
but-
over and over. They go on some random filler
Yeah.
crap, team rocket
Yeah.
attacks, blasting off at the speed of light, and next
Yeah.
episode is pretty much the same. And then you
Yeah.
get to the end of the damn region, he goes to the tournament and he freaking loses.
Yeah, that always bothered me as a kid because I would be playing the game and watching the cartoon, and I'd think to myself, I'm a fucking better like Pokemon trainer than Ash.
Yo, the best thing to come out of Pokemon and as far as like animated series,
100. Like, what is this, Ash?
the best thing to come out of Pokemon as far as like the animated series go or the anime was that little special they have of Red.
Yo, that was the best. Yo, that was freaking awesome. Like,
That's
if
okay.
the whole series was like that, I was like, yo, I'd be
Yeah.
way more invested.
Yo, he was
into
switching
this.
out Pokemon the same way you do it in the game. He was evolving all of his Pokemon, not just giving him freaking Everstones.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
giving this stuff Everstones.
Shit, man.
But hey, there was one thing that I really hated about the anime. This stupid replacement they had for Brock. This guy, I wanted to punch every time he opened his frigging mouth.
Which one? There's like 50 of them
It's like
by
a-
now.
Blue
Oh, I
shirt.
thought Brock always was the one that stayed the same.
No.
Everybody else
That
changed.
was this green-haired dude that I really want to punch. Every time I see
you're
him.
talking about the actual character. I thought you were talking about the voice actors.
No. A voice actor has nothing to do with that.
Oh.
How
Who?
could I?
Which one?
I think he
his name
came on
was.
in like the X and Y days, right?
Nah, no, Black and White it was.
Oh, that.
Who?
That guy. I wanted to.
He was like a
punch this
maid
guy.
or something, right? A butler.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy.
something like
the
that.
first
Oh,
gym.
yeah.
The first. I think it was the first gym.
God, this guy got on my nerves.
Oh, he kept
Every
using
time.
food puns, right?
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, Brock wasn't the best kind of person, but he really always said something useful at least. But this guy was always like, oh, I know this, and that was all. He was what we call an expert, a guy who likes to open his mouth but doesn't want to say anything.
I was just looking at
Love
Boomerang,
some-
and the classic Pokemon came on. I was like, wow.
Hey, does anyone remember that like short 6-episode OVA for Pokemon that was released by Production IG?
No,
Mm-mm.
No? It was
No.
really
we
good.
check this out.
It was really good. Like it was just basically like it was actually more of an adaptation of the games, and they kind of condensed it in 6 episodes, so they skipped a lot. But it was basically the games. Like it was you were following around Red, not Ash.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Um,
Which one? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, what? Oh, y'all. Wait, what? Yeah, I was talking about the little animation of Red. That was pretty dope.
Oh, you're talking about that? Oh, that like.
OVA, yeah, the 6 OVA, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah.
I guess I must have not been clear.
That's what I was thinking
a
of.
couple of years ago, like something like that.
I thought that came out
Yeah.
recently, didn't it?
Well, I think it came out like maybe last year or a year before.
It was something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was very good. It was very good.
It was just too short. It should have
It
been longer.
was. Like, they actually called them by their names in the game, Red and Blue, or Red and Green.
Yeah, they did.
And,
Yeah, that was awesome. I just wish that it had showed the entire journey instead of just like some of the highlights.
Yeah, me too. It was, like, they kind of, you could tell they rushed it towards, like, the end. But he actually acted like he did in the games. Like, you know how Ash just catches a Pokemon and leaves him in his first evolution, or he sees a legendary and just runs or tries to befriend it or something like that. This guy actually
dumbass.
evolved his Pokemon, tried to catch some legendary Pokemon. Like, he
Yeah,
acted
yeah,
like an
he's a-
actual trainer.
He was a boss.
Yeah.
He got shit done. Unlike Ash.
Honestly, I used to love Ash in the original Indigo League, but then when this nigga started like losing at Ho, I think it was Hoenn or something like that. Was it Hoenn? I'm not even sure. His Pikachu lost to a just hatched Pokemon. I don't know, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
how
that
the
was
fuck? You took down a Dragonite. You took down a had to be a level 100 Dragonite in the Orange Islands, and you lose to this just hatched Pokemon. I'm done. Like just write me out. Come back when he goes to the tournaments, and that's about it.
I think after they changed Ash's voice, I think the best episode was when Blaziken fought Charizard.
Ah, yeah, that was
Yeah, that was the
that
best.
was really good.
Remember when they put that on the old Game Boy Advance player? They made a little episode on a cartridge. Oh man.
Oh wow, that was way back.
I used to have it, and I used to watch that thing over and over again.
I always wanted to get one of those, but I just never got around to actually getting one. Or it was either
It was all
too
crack
much
up to
or
me, to
something
be
like
honest.
that.
It was only
Yeah,
3 episodes on a little Game Boy Advance cartridge.
that's what I thought. So guys, what's your favorite regions in Pokemon?
Johto.
Ah,
From
there
Heart and
you
Gold.
go. There you
Yes.
go. Johto.
Yo, Heart and Gold and Soul Silver was Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gold and Silver. My favorite Pokemon games to do.
Yep, me too. Yep. And actually, the second one for me might actually be Black and White. Black 2, Black and White 2.
Mine have to be Ruby and Sapphire.
Ah, yeah, Ruby Sapphire comes real close, but I haven't gotten Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire or whatever.
Oh man, you need to get those. They're
Oh.
like you can tell that the classic games they were original.
They're
Like
just the
original
best
thoughts.
ones.
Yeah.
like I said before, X and Y it didn't really appeal to me that much. Hopefully, Sun and Moon will do it better.
I like that they added I like the changes they made to X and Y. With the whole 3D look and the
I don't know.
Pokemon reaction 3D.
Honestly, I enjoy the 2D style a lot better. I don't know. I mean, that's just me. I enjoy the 2D style a lot better.
I liked it mainly because I was a big Coliseum fan, so they kind of got it close to that. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Sprites for life.
I just wish the environments would be a little bit more detailed. I don't know. Maybe they did in Ruby and Sapphire remakes, but
yeah, they added a lot of stuff to the Ruby and Sapphire too, which was good. The remakes.
mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. My favorite region was the truck.
The truck?
The truck.
Wait, you talking about when you was sitting inside of the back of a truck in Ruby?
No. The truck. The truck next to the boat. That was my favorite region.
Oh, you're talking about in red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you went out, yo, people thought you can get Mew in that truck.
This was the truck of dreams.
Ah, yeah, I remember. I remember. I tried to use the missing no glitch. And I tried to get over there like crazy.
I think they said the glitch is still inside the re-release, the downloadable re-releases.
Oh yeah, that's what I know. I'll talk about too. I wonder why they left that in there.
Probably because they were too lazy. They ain't going back in to change nothing.
Well, no, they went back into to change Jinx. Jinx color is now purple instead of black.
Ah.
So
yeah,
they can go back in there and change it, but they chose
no controversy.
Like controversy is worse than actual fixes.
Mechanics of the game.
Yeah. And Popo was blue.
At one point. Well, at one dub.
We don't want to talk about this.
So I guess we're pretty much done with Pokemon at this point. So let's move on to our next topic. We're kind of routing back to Fire Emblem here. So Fire Emblem launch weekend sold 300,000 copies.
That's nice.
That's really good.
Very good.
Considering all the boycotting, the censorship that people were saying that I'm not buying this, I'm canceling my pre-order.
All phonies.
In the end, they couldn't resist.
Exactly. They could not resist. They had to go and buy it.
Like, if you want to buy the game, don't even say nothing.
Exactly. Don't bitch about it like the censorship, and then you're just still gonna go out and buy the game. Or actually, it could be that these people are just a vocal minority. Actually.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet is a loud place where people who are normally just singular individuals go and scream loud. It's just that. They're just loud.
I remember I was reading an interview with Mike Mangini, who's the drummer for Dream Theater, and he said something that I thought was really profound, where he said that there's always vocal minorities and silent majorities. So even if you might hear a lot of noise about how bad something is, chances are the majority of the people enjoy it, and they're just not saying anything about it, because people who are angry want to vent about it, and if you like something, you typically just enjoy it, and that's it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. If you hate something, you're gonna talk about it a lot more than if you like it.
If you're angry about something, you're just gonna rant and rave about it. But if you just enjoy it, then you're just busy enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. I didn't think about that.
Hey, Mike Mangini, smart guy, awesome drummer too.
So do you guys think that controversy with the censorship and the removing of the petting increased the sales at all? Because there's also another there's actually a video on YouTube that actually questions that or not, in which I don't think so, because I think Fire Emblem Fates had enough hype behind it to warrant these huge sales.
I don't know.
It's
maybe
possible.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
All right. What was the other thing about?
You know what they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity, so
Yeah.
it could be
Yeah,
that
that's true.
the
I mean-
controversy could have possibly made people go, oh, I wonder what the big deal is about.
Yeah, that's what a
Like,
video
yeah.
video I was watching earlier was pretty much saying that.
Especially when it's about lewd things.
Like a girl who might be a lesbian or might be bisexual, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
mean-
debunked.
I mean,
That'll
that
definitely
was,
get a lot of people.
I mean, place a cow next to a burger restaurant and it sells like hell.
So Souls, do you think? What do you think about the localization for Fire Emblem Fates?
To be honest, I could have done without it. Like, it's not really bothering me, like that I'm missing it. Like, I can. It was the part where you go inside a house and you can invite someone into your room. Is that the part where they took out the petting thing?
Yeah, that's what. They did,
Yeah, I can kind of see, what they took out. But to be honest, I don't have a problem with it. I don't see how that would affect it. Any of the gameplay or anything.
It really wouldn't, but I guess people are just mad about stuff being censored, I guess.
Yeah.
I
understand those purists that want like their full experience from the game, but at the same time, you wouldn't even have the game if they didn't do it. So.
Yeah, they didn't do some things different about it.
Yeah.
I can kind of understand because I think it's less about like that they took out that specifically, and I think it's more the principle of the matter of we shouldn't allow for censorship to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
It's like a two-sided coin. Like, you really, really would like the full, complete experience, but at the same time, do you want to, like, miss the opportunity to actually get the game?
I mean, I remember when Yakuza 3, because we didn't think we were going to get that. When it came out, they had cut out a bunch of content, and it wasn't because of censorship. It was just for the sake of being able to get the game out and not having to spend time translating some stuff and spending the money on that on stuff that people don't really care that much about. Like, most people wouldn't even go through that content. And personally, I didn't mind because it was a bunch of stuff that I didn't give a fuck about. But at the same time, there were a bunch of people that were like, no, I'm not going to support this because they're cutting content and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I can understand that to a certain extent, but it didn't impact me in the slightest. I beat the game, I had fun with it, and I did not care that that stuff was cut out.
What stuff was cut out?
It had something to do with like the hostess clubs.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that
And
kind, yeah, exactly, that kind of stuff. Stuff
And they
that
removed some mini games. For example, there was kind of a whole shogi simulation included in that they removed in European versions and stuff like that, just because they didn't know what to do with it, because nobody actually knows how to play this.
Shogi, yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, I know how to play it, but like most other people
Yes.
don't know it.
Yeah, that's understandable, though.
Yeah, I guess I kind of see that when they're localizing the game. It's like, what's the point? I guess.
Yeah, but I think people are more vindictive about the Fire Emblem situation because it's not in the name of, well, we just want to save money. It's in the name of censorship. We are intentionally altering the material that was intended so that it will offend less people, and I think that inevitably offended people.
Honestly, before, like, my view on censorship, I'm probably gonna make a new video on this for soon. Actually, as soon as we go off here, I'm probably gonna make a video about it. I used to say that if it doesn't affect the gameplay, I really don't mind if it's censored or not. Like, the censorship doesn't really matter to me. But now, like, I got a lot of people in my comment section and things I see on Twitter and comment sections and articles. Yeah, I kind of do see the point that it just shouldn't be censored. I mean, if you have so much of a problem with people playing this stuff, well, first of all, why do you even care? You're not playing the game. It's like, it's these social justice warriors that are coming out of the woodwork saying that it shouldn't be censored. It's like, you're not playing the game.
I don't think that's a subject we should jump into.
We should probably do
want to mess with the hornet's nest, buddy.
But yeah, if you have a problem with your kids playing this, it's like, well, first of all, you can control what your kids play. That shouldn't even be a big deal.
Agreed.
So yeah, like for stuff that is censored like boobs, I guess, or like suggestive material, it's like first of all, your kids are gonna see boobs no matter how you look at it. So you just gotta be a parent about it and stop being a little bitch. But there are some things in censorship that I do say that yes, you need to censor this shit because sometimes Japan goes too fucking far with this shit.
I will say that while I do sympathize with people that are against censorship, at the same time, I wouldn't say it's right to say that censorship is intrinsically bad and that it's always bad no matter the context. I think that's ignorant. There are some situations where you know censorship makes sense. Like if you have a game that's mostly for kids, for example, and yet there's like I don't know, a scene where someone gets raped or something, and it doesn't make sense that it's in there. Yeah, fucking censor that.
Yeah,
why is that
actually
there?
makes sense. Yeah.
You know, so saying that censorship is wrong in any context, I think that's too narrow-minded. You need to understand that censorship exists for a reason. Granted, most of the time I'm against censorship, but sometimes it's there for a reason.
Mm-hmm. And like if there's like content that like that's really uncomfortable, like okay, there's some like lowly content, and they show like these little kids in these skimpy outfits. Like I guess Bravely Default would probably be one that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Actually, Xenoblade Chronicles X had that issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for that, I guess I can understand that, but for other games, oh no, there's this game called Dungeon Travelers, and it's on I think it's on the Vita, and it had these images of these little girl characters in these really skimpy outfits, and then sometimes I was just looking at this video and they were saying like the uncensored and the censored, and I'm like, ugh, Japan, you go too far with this shit sometimes. She looks like she's freaking 8 years old, and you're seeing all these. You're seeing too much skin here. I'm like, no, this needs to be censored. Okay, this shit is not okay over in the States. It's just not. And people, and sometimes I find it very weird as fuck when people defend that shit.
I will say though, in the case of Xenoblade, Lynn does not look 13.
Nah, she doesn't.
She doesn't. If they would have said she was 18, I would have said, well, she looks more 16, but whatever, I'll buy it. She doesn't look 13. Like, what the fuck is that?
Well, and that's just Japan being Japan. We're pegging her at 13.
I just don't get it. Like, fucking hell. It's so weird.
And no technically, she's not a person. Oh wait, that's kind of spoiler territory. Let me stop there.
Wait, what?
No, I was gonna say.
Question. Not question.
She's not.
No spoilers, man. No spoilers.
Yeah. Okay. Let me stop there.
Yeah. Spoiler defenders are way, way harder to fend off than social justice warrior. They fucking kill you.
Alright, so back to some sales topics. I think we're gonna get a little bit emo here. Where is the right tab for this one? So according to VG charts, Digimon Cybersleuth sold only 40,000 copies in its, I guess, launch weekend, I believe.
Niche game.
I mean, like
that's actually probably surprising for Namco Bandai because they made a video saying thank you, so maybe that was
that's true. Like people did buy it, and like what exactly is Namco Bandai would be expecting from this game to sell? Like
they took a chance on bringing the series out here, so this was actually brought out here for the fans, so I'm thinking that was pretty good for them.
Don't know. Maybe the chart isn't correct. You have to see that these charts are a little bit hard. It's hard to get complete sales numbers, so it might not work.
Yeah, it might not be 100% accurate, but there's got to be some level of accurateness to it. I mean, they're not just throwing out random numbers here.
Here's kind of my problem with this, though, because when I went to the store yesterday, I had to ask for my copy. They didn't have it on the shelves. So like that. I mean, that's kind of a small thing on one hand, because just because something's on a shelf, that doesn't automatically mean it's going to sell. But
Yeah.
if people can't even see that it's there, I
Yeah.
mean, how do they expect people to know it exists?
That's true. Yeah, you need better advertisement. Yeah.
Also, the chart says that a lot of games that we normally play are also paying and selling in the same direction. I mean, so it cannot be so bad. I mean, for a niche game, it can be quite successful in that, I guess.
Yeah, because I know they're not expecting it to sell like 100,000 copies right
Yeah.
off the bat.
And someone pointed out a good point. Does that count for digital sales as well, or just physical?
Not sure.
Because
All I got is from VG charts.
Because they weren't. I mean, they were they doing a promotion for digital? Like you get little certain things, a theme or something.
Before the game was released, I think I heard something about that. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was digital and physical that went into that. I
Well,
had to look that up actually.
And but that's counting for Vita and the yeah, because it was only released digitally on the Vita, so
yeah,
it could just be the PS4.
yeah,
Everyone watching, go buy Digimon. It's good.
yeah.
It is good. It's this when I get a chance to sink my teeth into it. Actually, I need a chart of all the Digimon evolutions so I know which Digimon I want to fuck with.
Oh, I saw a chart that you can do. It's not a problem. Should be around 242 or so.
Yeah, make sure it's related to the Cyber Sleuths because some of the Digivolutions are kind of different in this game.
Yeah,
as they
I
are.
was looking up some evolutions. I was like, he evolves into this.
Yeah, like
Like,
some of them are spot on, but they also have different routes.
Yeah,
for the Digimon.
sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah, I get it. I
Still-
gotta look at a chart.
Still
And
no
then
Commandramon.
is in it.
Still no Commandramon. Why the fuck?
And
I
no
mean,
Kokomon.
I mean, it's a fucking dinosaur with a machine gun. How could you not include that?
A dinosaur with a machine gun.
Yeah.
What's
that
that
sounds
thing?
like it'd be on the cover of like a heavy metal album.
It's called Commandramon. You can find it. It's easy to find.
That
Just
sounds
Google.
like it'd be the title of the album.
Commandramon.
Oh yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, he actually has a machine gun. Where the hell did
Yeah.
the machine gun come from? Did he evolve and the
Because
machine gun
reasons.
just materialized? Oh, he's out of nowhere.
Pretty much.
No. Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
because
But all,
Metal Greymon got freaking cannons out of his chest.
yeah. Where did they come from?
That's true.
Exactly.
So yeah,
It's like
no.
human inventions, and then it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Hey, can you imagine though if Nintendo had the Digimon? Well, I guarantee you they would have censored like people like Angemon or
Yeah. Oh god.
Devil. What's his name? Devidramon, something like that. Some of the Digimon be looking like gothic as freak. Like
Yeah.
you don't
What
want
do
like,
you want?
you don't want this Digimon haunting you at night. Devimon.
Oh god. They would go
Angemon,
crazy with creatures like Venusmon or so. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Venusmon.
Yeah, the
I'm looking
internet
up
is
this
in
stuff.
love with that. Someday.
What the fuck? This is a person. This is not a creature.
Look up Devimon.
Oh
What
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah,
Oh.
you know what? I actually kind of remember as a kid. I remember thinking like, oh, some of these are kind of look human looking.
Yeah, a lot of them
Over
are
my
human
head.
looking. Yeah.
It definitely flew over my head as a kid. Seeing some of the designs now, I'm like, whoa, these are female.
Yeah, the designs are. That's what's really appealing about Digimon. The designs are just over the top and awesome.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? What did I say? The
I'm gonna
internet
have to
is in
save some
love
of
with
these,
that.
images that I'm seeing right now.
What did you type in?
Like, oh, this-
Careful, you know
Only
what?
shadow. Only shadow leap of fun.
I hope
This
you
Venusmon looks real right now. Yo.
Hey man, you should be careful. You don't want your stream to get flagged. And,
Oh yeah, you're right. let me
Yeah.
stop
You
that.
should check out Angemon and what's the female Devi Angemon?
Yeah. Lady Devimon.
Lady Devimon, yeah, them two.
Oh man,
Digimon?
Lady
Devimon.
Devimon.
That.
Let's see if I
Oh
can.
yeah, that's a gothic
Holy
dream
shit.
come true.
Yo, is this one in Cyber Sleuth?
Yes.
Yes,
What?
it is.
Yeah,
It
and
also was
believe
in
it or
the
not-
anime.
Believe it or not, Angemon and Lady Devimon actually do an awesome DNA Digivolve.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Making the sweet DNA, bitch. Mmm.
On our reel, I'm gonna
This
have to. I'm
starting
gonna
to
have to figure
attract a
out.
very different audience.
I'm gonna have to figure out which one gets the Lady Devimon, whatever. I'm gonna have to figure out which one real quick.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, these designs are getting out of control.
That's how they always
I
been
thought
since day
Digimon
one.
was for kids.
That's the thing. They've been like that since the first season. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you really can't say.
To be fair, like when you're a little kid, all this just flies over your head.
it does.
Oh, yeah.
I never
it
noticed
really
any of
does.
it.
Like, and they make like such a big deal about this sort of thing. It's like, oh, what about the children? Most of them don't
Exactly.
care. They don't think about it because
I mean,
they're
I
overthinking.
forgot,
They're
I forgot what series it was, and I didn't realize how sexual it was. Yeah, I was as a kid. I was just watching the show. I forgot what it was. It just blew my mind when I saw it.
Mayor. I just realized that.
Which one?
Mayor, M-A-R, or Mar, whatever it's called.
No, I don't know. Oh man! Oh, that. I didn't watch that one that much. That came on Toonami, right, or something like that. Yeah, I didn't watch it too much.
so
We probably need to
yeah.
get back on topic though.
Whoever saw it, the new Digimon games were just for the older audience, has never had any substantial exposure to the franchise. Because damn, the underlying themes. The underlying themes.
Holy mother of God!
Hey, we probably
Oh,
just
yeah.
boosted sales.
All right, so let's get back to it.
What are we even going back to?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We were talking about Digimon, about 40,000 sales, and then I got these hot ass pictures of Digimon up here, so make me question: am I a furry or not?
Well, it has no fur, so you cannot be a furry.
Yeah, that's true. I always
think
thought
they're
Digimon were like animals or something.
Animals.
All right, so let's get to the next topic. So something that I saw, which really was a little bit concerning to me, the PlayStation TV has been discontinued in Japan.
Well,
That was all downhill from the time it released.
it was never a big thing to begin with, so
Yeah, and considering that it was like cheap, like out the gate, like I don't know, like 4 or 5 months after it came out. So
Yeah.
I guess
I
it's
think
no
it was.
surprise.
I think it was just an idea to get people to buy PS Vita games, more or less, because that's what this thing is more or less about. And if you learned anything from the episode of the anime I watched, if you watch my Twitter, you know that I have tweeted something like that. Then you know that a console where you sell no games is no fun. So. So they said, well, if we cannot sell the console, at least sell the games. So they produced the Vita TV, and, well, it didn't pay off because they didn't advertise this thing enough, I'm guessing. Most of them used it as a streaming platform, and for that it's actually not really made. A lot of people
it's not.
actually
It's not
complained
as good as
about
that.
that. A
It's
lot
not
of
as
people
good as that.
complained about that, and that's just not what this thing was. It was a micro PS Vita that you can link
It's
to
a
your
cheaper
TV.
Vita, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it really.
Okay, can we just call it what it really is? It's the Persona 4 machine, okay?
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's
like if
I
you
mean,
want
they
to play
should-
Persona 4 quick, go get the
Yeah,
TV.
there should be actually a little box for $50 that you could buy. That is the Introduction to Persona 4 box. That has a Vita and that has the game and the TV and yeah, just
That actually
plug
would
it
be pretty
in.
cool.
Yeah.
It's basically like playing the PS2 Persona game, except it's in HD and you have a wireless controller.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and to be fair, yeah, the extra content as well.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
I always wanted
But
to visit the Onsen.
But it's kind of crazy though. Like you can tell because the Vita wasn't it originally only planned to be a Japanese only thing, but when the sales weren't even doing that great in Japan, they had to localize it to try to
No,
get
I
more
think that was
sales.
with the TV specifically, not the Vita.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
No, yeah, I was talking about the TV.
No, yeah, the TV was going to be Japan only, and then,
Yeah.
but actually, it wasn't that it wasn't just doing that good in Japan. I think people over here were actually saying, "No, we want this. This sounds good."
Yeah, it did sound good when I
Yeah.
first heard about it.
It did sound good, but you know what actually sold me on the Vita TV was when they said that you can play your PS4 from the Vita TV. Ah, that thing was garbage.
I never used it for that.
Nah.
So wait, it worked like remote play pretty much?
Yeah,
Or?
pretty much remote
Yeah.
play.
That's
Yeah,
what
remote
is
play is
was
garbage.
actual-
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
it was advertised as this, but it never worked.
It never worked. I could have my Vita right next to my PS4, and I would still get a crappy connection. I'm like,
And it looked like pixelated mess.
yeah. I'm like,
Like
why
ghosts.
is it like this? It doesn't make any sense. And I could have my my PS4 wired connection, and it'll still just be fucked up. I'm like, the hell?
You
Can't
want to
even
know
do this.
what's the worst thing of it? The original PSP actually had something similar where you could hook up your PSP to your PS3 and could play a little amount of games. For example, the first Blaze Blue could be played in that way. But ironically, it looks better than remote play on PS Vita.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, it was
PSP
never
should
designed to do
never
that.
be better than the Vita.
Well,
It's a shame. I like the Vita though, because the Vita has some really good stuff. E7 not E7, Celceta, really
Oh
good.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I've heard Virtue's Last Reward is fucking great. I can't wait to play that after I'm done with 999. So,
Yeah, I
I
heard.
mean, the
about
Vita has some good stuff.
It
that. Yeah,
does.
it's like I don't think the Vita is dying because
No.
in Japan,
Shout
at
out
least,
to Soul Sacrifice.
I still
Great
got
game.
my Soul Sacrifice. Because in Japan, the Vita's still going strong, still selling like 100,000 copies a week. I think. Don't quote me on that, but the last time I saw sales for the Vita, it was selling 100,000 copies.
So no dead for the Vita. Well, with that name, you cannot be ever dead.
Oh, Sony would act like it's dead in the States. Sony doesn't even acknowledge it.
But I think a lot of people already have one, and it's like this is like we already have it. We have bought it, and we use
That's
it.
true.
So there has to be at least a market, so you can sell games. I mean,
Yeah, but not a big enough market to actually, make big AAA games on it anymore.
Yeah, that might be a problem, but a lot of PS4 games already go to the Vita, and that is actually the reason I'm not even owning a PS4 at this point, because I don't need it at this point. I mean, yes, I would like to play Bloodborne, but nah, only one game, no.
There's some other games. Well, not really. I only got like how many PS4 games? I got like 4 or 5.
Wow.
That's not.
I've
That's
got
not counting the
a lot of
ones.
PS4 games.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Am I the only one with a small amount of PS4 games?
Yeah, it will get better.
I have
Type 0, The Sky of 5, Neptunia Victory 2. That's it. Oh, Dragon Age. No, I got Dragon Age. I forgot about Dragon Age. It's not
I got
JRPG.
more games downloaded up there though.
It's still a young console. It's still room to grow.
But do you guys think ever like the Vita will ever surpass the 3DS?
No.
Well, not in sales, but I'm pretty sure
Blasphemy.
that's. But I think it's actually already better than the 3DS.
Well, yeah,
Has more-
it might be better. Like, arguably, it might be better than the 3DS, but I don't think it will never be in the same realm of sales. as
Well,
the
for
3DS.
us JRPG fans, it's already better than the 3DS, in my opinion.
All right, damn! I just took out my PS4 collection. I got a whole bunch of fucking games. Alien Isolation, Darksiders 2, Dark Souls 2, Devil May Cry Definitive Edition, Dragon Quest Heroes, Dynasty Warriors 8, Far Cry 4, Final Fantasy X-2 HD Remaster, Type 0 HD, Infamous Second Son, Onichimbara Z2 Chaos. There's a lot of fucking.
I want to buy that. I want to buy that.
I want to
game,
get that one
honestly.
too.
That Onichi Z Chaos thing. I want to get that. I honestly
get that
like
too.
it. That goes out to like
Honestly,
$20.
like-
I'll buy it.
Honestly, I played the one on 360. It was one of the worst games I
Yeah.
ever played.
Ah, those are terrible,
These
man.
things were really shit.
But
Everything.
God awful.
but
I tried a lot of them. Damn.
but I beat the PS4 one like 3 fucking times because it was so good.
So when I first seen the trailer for that one in Japan, I was like, "Is this the same game?"
It doesn't look like the same.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's like if they actually put effort into this one.
Yeah, they did. And now it's a masterpiece. With
So
bikinis
is
and
it
zombies.
always moving at 60 frames per second?
Oh, it
Oh
should.
yeah, the game's 60 frames per second.
It's definitely 60 frames per second.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Yeah, because I miss 60 frames per second. My PC's gone.
Aww.
I'm not part of it anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Vita TV dead in Japan, and it's pretty much gonna be discontinued in the US as well soon, because it's like
Yeah.
$30 right now.
So if you want one, you should binge buy now.
yeah.
I should. Yeah. So yeah.
So in other news, Legend of Zelda on the Wii U might actually change to an NX launch title.
Well, this is sad for the
That's
people.
just a rumor,
15.
mind you. It's not set in stone. It's just a rumor.
I mean, it would be sad for the people who actually bought a Wii U for that. So
so fucked up. They'd be defending the Wii U, like listing games, and be like, "Oh, it's no longer on the Wii U anymore." Well, it'll probably still be on the Wii U. It's just be on the NX as well. And it's like,
well-
why did you buy a Wii U anyway?
so now we have a
Yes.
Twilight Princess situation then. Moby, maybe not Moby. Why did I say Moby?
Moby Dick.
I don't know.
Well, they already-
I know a porn that has this name.
Oh, there we go. Oh man.
It's
who's
already
looking
been.
forward?
Oh,
No,
what?
go ahead.
I said, hasn't it already been confirmed that like they're making another Super Smash Brothers for the Wii? No, NX.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, like a complete version or something.
Oh, of course they are. Of course. Well, of course. You know, it's a fighting game. It's got all DLC out, so you need to make the definitive version.
That's
You
the
know what?
Nintendo
That's
seller.
exactly why I didn't get Street Fighter V. That's exactly why. Like, fuck that game right now.
Don't forget.
I'm actually waiting on it too. I
That's
want to get it. I
fucking
want to get
great.
it so bad though, because it does look fun.
I want to get it. You don't understand, dude. Every time I see, like, is it in my subscription feed where I see new videos, people are playing it. It looks so good.
It
I
does.
just want to play it. I was like, I
Actually,
can't do it
I
really.
actually have GTA 5 that I'm not even messing with. I may trade that in.
GTA 5 for what?
PS4.
You can just throw that my way if you don't want it. You know?
Yo, do your boy a solid. He ain't got no games.
It's dry out there for you, huh?
Yeah, it's dry out there right now. I am playing Digimon right now, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, you good. That thing is long, man.
Yeah.
I think the dialogue though is what makes it a little bit long. I wish the dialogue wasn't so heavy. It's a good story, but still,
Mm.
you can tell it was a portable game because most RPGs on the handhelds
Yeah, I
nowadays.
kind of felt like I should have got it on the Vita, but now I was like, I'm gonna be playing Fire Emblem Fates, so I don't want to be, you know,
going back and forth.
going back and forth between one or the other. Most of my time now it's in Fates.
I mean, you're not a bus guy. I mean, you have a car, so there's no playing it
Yeah, that's true.
on the road anyway. So
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with being an adult and buying a handheld console. You can't really play it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my bigger problem.
I don't care. I'll play my 3DS at work. I don't give a damn. People know. People I work with, they know I play games. I don't even care. I'm not suppressing that. I ain't trying to impress nobody at work. I mean, unless they hire a new chick, then that's a different story.
I'm not ashamed of everyone at work knows I play games as well. It's less being like, oh no, I don't want them to know, and it's more, oh shit, Paul is coming. I don't want him to think I'm slacking off and give me shit. Fuck.
I could do that at work if I wanted to, but that's just like, I don't know. I'd be like crossing a line or something.
If all my work is done,
yeah.
Even if all my work is done, they'll still be like, like give you the stink eye, and it's like, fuck off, I'm done.
That's what's interesting about my job is that I could literally just sit around and do nothing until we get actual people that come into the bank, and my bosses won't really care. That's like one of the best things.
I wish my higher ups were as chill as yours. 'Cause, like I have to pretend. Sometimes I have to pretend I'm doing something. It's like,
oh yeah, sometimes I do like a huge head honcho comes into the bank, like that comes in, and I have to act like I'm actually doing something. I have to pull up some accounts and be like, oh, okay, so yeah. But yeah.
That brings up a question: was you ever recognized as who you are?
What do you mean?
Like,
I mean, did somebody move to you, say, hello, I want to do this, and then we have to say, oh, you're a guy on YouTube? Did somebody say that to you?
No, well, not recently, no.
To be fair, he doesn't show himself on camera.
Yeah, I don't call myself on camera.
Not that much.
Surprisingly,
like an unboxing or something.
Some people have called me out at Comic-Con, surprisingly. I was like, what? I was so hyped. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, people actually know me. This is so awesome.
People like me.
Oh, seriously. I was like, that made my day.
I'm not a nobody.
Yeah, I think it happened like 3 times at Comic-Con, and then at an anime convention I went to, Anime Next. I think 2 people called me out. I was like, oh shit. I was happy.
If that happens in my city, I should actually running because the only guy who could know me is actually somebody who hates me. So.
Oh wow.
And I mean, with a passion, because he's a douchebag.
Oh man, so somebody call your name, you gotta be out.
You're about to get shot.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Like drive-by motherfucker. Shit.
Someone revealed something interesting. Now, I haven't played this series personally, but someone revealed that the same team that did Senran Kagura did the new Onishimara.
Well, they did.
Interesting.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, man, the game looks awesome.
I did not know that.
Speaking of
I would say if you're going to get into the Senran Kagura, get the Vita version, not the 3DS version. And the PS4, upcoming PS4 version.
Yeah, I'm buying the PS4.
Speaking, aren't Vita versions usually better?
Not really, because from what I'm seeing for the Senran Kagura on the PS4, it's running at 60 frames per second, so that's just me.
It's actually fun. I may be the only guy that thinks this way, but the storytelling in the Senran Kagura Vita version was actually pretty darn good because they did it sort of like a visual novel style.
Yeah, to be honest, I was kind of surprised about how detailed it was. I was like,
yeah, the story was actually pretty darn good.
Not that bad.
You guys fucking with me?
No. Yo, I'm not shitting you right now.
Yo.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first good story that was told about big ninjas. So
no, the thing is that they didn't really talk too much about any sexualized stuff. It was just a straight story.
It was like straight up
the only etchy thing about it was the gameplay. It wasn't even anything with the story.
Wow, that's
100%. Yeah, I agree.
It's way better than the anime.
I remember at one point I was thinking, I was like, am I taking this too seriously here?
Yeah,
kind of dark. What the fuck?
I actually chose which school I like the most.
That's so weird. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah. Well, you never know until you try, huh?
Now you got me searching out Senran Kagura pictures.
I've never played the series. I've only ever seen that it's got girls with ridiculous giant watermelon tits.
And
Titty
that's
all
only
day,
the
every
gameplay
day.
portion of the game.
Eh,
Maybe a little bit of like after you're done beating a girl, then all her clothes bust off, and she'll be standing there, with all her clothes destroyed. But that's only
So-
after you're done fighting.
So basically, the story-wise, serious business. Gameplay-wise, titty all day, every day.
Titty all day, every day.
Yeah.
Take
Today,
a look.
I have to say, it's not the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen with boobs. But we don't want to talk about this because that can get very dirty.
Oh, are you talking about the one that you showed me?
No, but that was actually fun. That was fun.
That was weird.
I said it were the weirdest 13 minutes of Japanese television you would ever see, and
I don't know
I
if
did
it
not
goes
disappoint.
quite that far,
Wait,
but
wait,
it was
wait,
pretty
wait.
weird.
I actually want to know what you're talking about.
I give you a link after that.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, almost out of topics here. So guys, help me rekindle my belief here,
And
because I do believe March is coming, and I still don't have much Persona 5 info here that indicates that this game is still coming out in the summer of 2016.
Well,
So what is going on here?
it's just the silence before the storm.
That's good. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I don't think Persona is really like, unless they're closer release. I don't think they've really been that much of a vocal company. Like,
Well, yeah, like, Persona 4 probably didn't have much before it released, like, way back in 2008, but, it's a different time now.
I
You
remember
get a
when
whole lot of information.
I remember walking into a store and I saw a copy of Persona 3 and I was like, "What is this?" Little did I know how much it would change my life.
see, they're not really that big
Gospel
with like
Persona.
the advertising or anything. I don't think.
Well,
See, I had a different problem with that because first time I heard this, I have a problem because we in Germany have a pregnancy test that's called Persona. So that was weird to hear that. There is a game about a pregnancy test.
what's going on there?
What game was this?
What the hell's going on, man? What
Well, I certainly want to, do that for Mitsuru, but
Mitsuru, I don't really care for Mitsuru.
blasphemy.
I never really
The
cared.
hair over the eye.
I have to say,
Yukari.
I don't know. I think Mitsuru's best girl in this game.
You guys, senpai.
Yukari all day.
Eh,
Yukari
Everybody
is
has a
very,
favorite.
very hot. I will give Yukari that, but I didn't like Yukari's personality, honestly.
I can't remember it that much. I don't remember what I see from Arena. She was more mature in that one, I think.
I haven't played through Arena, to be fair.
You actually should. It's pretty much a visual novel, the way it's set up.
Yeah.
I need to be in the right mindset for one of those. Visual novels for me are like a fucking experience.
Yeah, that's true. You can just put the game on easy and just run through it.
Yeah, because I
Exactly.
suck dick at fighting games. Like, holy shit, I suck.
I wouldn't say I'm bad at fighting games. I can't pull off combos to save my life. I can do like the special moves, but I don't know how to time it in with a combo or something like that.
The
That's what I
only
was trying to
fighting
do.
game like I'm halfway decent at is Blaze Blue, and only because of the cheat stick. Only because the right analog stick has special moves assigned to it, and I can just cheese my way through.
I think the last fighting game I was trying to really go hard at, and that was only because my brother would be whooping me. You know how when your brother whoops you, you just want to just get good at the game, and that was
Oh yeah.
Marvel vs.
I had
Capcom
competitions
3.
with my brother.
Yeah.
Growing up, trying to be better. That's
Yeah,
great.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was awesome.
What, Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty bad.
Nah, it was fun.
It was okay.
It's got Dante in it though.
Yeah.
Deadpool, so. That's pretty cool. That's
And-
cool.
Yeah, it's got Deadpool.
Actually, how much is it on the Vita? Should be like $20.
Actually, they took the game off. I think they took it off of the PSN.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Capcom don't want to pay the
Capcom.
fees.
Oh, God.
It was expensive, and you know, Capcom is not on the cheap side.
Fuck.
Or they're keeping it in the tradition and making the Marvel's Capcoms rare.
No, freaking Capcom. God, I hate pissing me off.
Fucking Capcom.
Shit,
Yeah.
man. They just went.
Capcom.
Used to love them.
They used to be beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like they could do no wrong, but now they just fucking.
They only do
everything
wrong.
up.
Ah.
Well, to be fair, they did release Mega Man Legends and Tron-Bon on PSN. That was pretty cool.
Well, they canceled Mega Man Legends 3, so that doesn't help.
Okay, yeah,
That's-
that
Like-
stings really hard.
And why did they even release it on store? I don't even understand that. You want to cancel 3, but you're going to release Legends on the store. Well,
To be
why? So we
fair-
can.
To be fair, Mega Man Legends and Tron-Bon are stupid expensive, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
like
Yeah.
give them
they
shit.
I know
are.
Tron-Bon was
because
definitely
paying
expensive.
paying $10 as opposed to like $50 for Legends, and even worse, like something like $100 to $200 for Tron-Bon.
Mm.
I'll fucking take it.
Take it any way I can.
Exactly. Although I already own Mega Man Legends hard copy, so it was mostly for Tron-Bon. But yeah, they need to release Mega Man Legends 2 because that's even rarer.
Oh, it is? I thought the first one was
Well,
more.
I think Tron-Bon is the rarest of the three, but Mega Man Legends 2 is fucking rare.
Capcom loved making their games rare. Look at Breath of Fire.
Oh, I know.
Don't talk about this. Because Breath of Fire 6 released this week.
Ah,
No,
you talking about the
no.
iOS game?
No,
Yep.
Ah,
no,
We
that doesn't
shouldn't talk
exist.
about that.
It's not real. Stop lying to me.
when I heard
Ironically,
that, oh my God,
I only know because I get the DMM newsletter because I played Kantai Collection and I saw this in big bright letters and said, "Isn't this a big game?" Google it and oh god, mobile.
you know, Capcom, I noticed they like to just get your hopes up just to crush them.
Yo, I swear to God, that's their fucking motto.
But I guess I can't be all mad at them since they did release like almost all the Mega Man
Yes, you
Battle
can.
Network games on Nintendo.
No,
Breath of
no.
Fire's 3 and 4.
For all you know, that probably was Nintendo. They
Ah,
probably just
you're
put
right,
money in
you're
their
right.
face and be like, oh, you know, just put this game on there.
That's true.
Yo, Breath of Fire's 3 and 4 are some of my favorite RPGs. Those
too.
games are fucking beautiful.
Just the character progression in like 3. He starts off as a kid and you see him mature and age. Even the way he fights changes. It's just
He becomes so badass as an adult.
yeah. How about
And
that
when you're
shadow
very-
walk? Y'all remember that shadow walk skill?
I remember when he was a little kid, like he wouldn't even like use his sword properly. He would look
Yeah.
away from the enemy and like just
Yeah.
wave his sword around.
That was some awesome. Like you don't really see that too, and especially in turn-based games.
Mhm. And then just after like a few things happen, like some really fucked up things happen, he starts using his sword properly because he's learning to grow up.
Yeah. And then he gets older and he like
He's so cool.
yeah. Oh.
That's Breath of Fire 3.
That's
Yeah,
Breath of Fire 3. And Breath of Fire 4 is so underrated. Like I love 3, but I think it overshadows 4, unfortunately. And I think 4 is just as good. 4 is so.
I think 3 did because the dragon forms were way cooler.
I actually preferred the dragon forms in 4 because first he like have that half human, half dragon form, and
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that looked so cool. And then you do like the dragon summons, and those would look so fucking
Yeah.
badass. And do like the 3D animations, and you would like fly out into space and like shoot exploding beams and shit. Like, oh yeah, so cool.
Let me see.
and
This
then
needs-
dragon
this
port
needs-
come.
This needs this little Neptunia asterisk. This is not actually happening. I always loved this.
No, actually, the way that the game presented it, it felt like it was pretty legit. Like it was happening.
Oh, it is on the PSN store.
Breath of Fire 4 is, and I think they're releasing Breath of Fire 3, like the handheld version.
I see 3 on the PlayStation Network store on the Vita.
Yeah, for Breath of Fire 4, it's a PS1 classic.
Oh, it's PS1. Oh, okay, yeah, that's PS1 classic.
Yeah, they're releasing the PSP version, right?
They re-released Breath of Fire 3 on the PSP, but only in PAL regions.
Yeah.
So, just recently, they're like, oh, we'll bring over that version so you can play it on your Vita and shit.
Yep, nice.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want a PAL version, I can get you one. It's not a
I already
problem.
have it, actually. I have a hard copy.
But I'm pretty sure not many of you have actually a PSP at this point. I'm guessing.
Actually, I still do.
Yeah, I still have my PSP.
Hey, man,
good.
the PSP is fucking beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, it's an amazing console.
It
Wow.
really was. Anybody ever played the Queen's Gate series?
I tried. It's in Japanese.
I love that game. I still played it because it was just like a Super Robot game to me.
Now, y'all need to play Growlancer. That's a shit right there.
Speaking of Growlancer, Gospel.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard recently that a new Langrisser game, which is related to Growlancer, is coming out on 3DS soon.
Oh, really?
It's it's coming out on 3DS. It's gonna be let me see. I just added it to my wish list, so let me look that shit up.
Oh, that reminds me. Just a quick little update. If anybody is into the Super Robot scene or Gundam scene, just to let you know, Asia is getting the Super Robot Wars, the newest one for the PS4, and Gundam Breaker 3 with English subtitles. So you still have to import it, but at least it'll be in English.
Oh, so it's doing the Dead or Alive thing.
Yeah.
All right, I just put the link in the chat.
Let me see. Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't even hear about this game.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this shit either. What the fuck? Access Games, put your shit out more.
See?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I actually just found out about it today. A friend of mine is like, "Oh, this game and I think Seventh Dragon are coming out."
I gotta see
in the
some
month
more
of April.
gameplay though. This looks pretty good. This looks like something I can play.
If it's anything like Growlancer, shit is gonna be fire.
Shit. What the
I'm
fuck?
actually looking forward to this other game, Seventh Dragon 3 Code VFD. That looks pretty
Oh
fun.
yeah, that looks pretty awesome. Because the other Seventh Dragon games, they never made it outside Japan.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, this one's coming out, so why not buy it?
Yeah, support.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see. This is Langancer? I forgot how you pronounce it. This shit looks pretty good.
Langrisser.
Yeah, I think it's Langrisser.
Okay, and the art looks pretty good too.
Tensei, is this Shin Megami Tensei game?
Bet. I'm buying this.
I'm not entirely sure. No, it's not related to SMT.
No.
But here's a weird thing. The company that used to make Growlancer is Careersoft, and they got assimilated into Atlas, and they started making the Devil Survivor games. So that's kind of weird.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Shin Megami Tensei's never really get any don't really do too much advertising.
They don't, and they wonder why it doesn't sell that well or something like that. They're just looking at the name like you gotta put it out there a little bit. Get something out there. Get some commercials out there. Is this how the battle system
Wow,
works?
I didn't expect the frickin' character models to be chibi.
Yeah.
That's not how they look in Growlancer.
3DS nowadays.
That looks so strange.
Yeah, that's not how it looks in Growlancer. In Growlancer, the sprites are like fucking amazing and they're like super detailed.
This looks.
It looks like Fire Emblem. Well, strategy-wise, it looks like Fire Emblem. And I figured the character models look like a little bit more detailed. It looks like something I can still play.
Let me show you some Growlancer. You can see the difference at the sprites. They look a lot different.
So it's like an army kind of thing. It looks like.
Yeah, in Growlancer, you usually have Well, in the second game, you had like a huge group of characters, while in the third one, you carried around a smaller group. But yeah, in the second game, it felt like you were like fucking waging wars and shit. Pretty cool.
Yeah, buy this one.
Nice.
Sendai, thank you for bringing this game to my attention.
Yeah, no problem. All right, here's a picture of Growlancer on the PSP, Wayfarer of Time. Like there you could tell the sprites are like they have more detail to them. It's a little blurry though,
familiar.
PSP game, but yeah.
The art style looks familiar, like for some of the characters.
It does, yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of a story with the art. The guy who comes up with the concept art, the designs of the characters, is actually a hentai artist.
Yeah, I saw something of his work.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
It looks like something I've seen before.
This looks like 90s hentai. Yes, I know, Vince. Don't dare. Anime comes in varying different shades, and
It does, though.
so yeah. Hey, don't forget, the guy who made Ghost in the Shell is nowadays more known for his hentai work than for that. So
Same thing
Yeah.
for the Black Lagoon guy.
yeah,
Really?
Yes,
yeah, that's no joke.
dude, Black Lagoon guy turned around and did a bunch of Fate Stay Night hentai.
Oh my god! Don't ruin it for me. I love Black Lagoon.
Sorry.
Hey, that doesn't make it bad. In fact, it makes it more awesome. There's a guy who actually cares about that you fap.
other stuff.
There is a guy who cares about that you good fapping. That's nice. That's what you really need.
Yo,
Somebody
Shad,
who
you have to
cares.
change the title of this one.
Yeah, we were way off topic. We're pretty much I pretty much have no more topics to talk about. JRPG related topics now.
People in the comments giving us some links.
What are you doing?
What guy's name on the Black Lagoon artist does hentai? I swear he does. I swear.
You would be surprised. I mean,
Well, I know that the original artist for the Valkyria Chronicles, he did a lot of hentai drawings.
a lot of these artists
That makes a
actually
lot of
start out as these doujin artists to just release their hentai stuff on comic market, and then you buy it and they get famous, and then they release mangas and stuff like that, and before you know it, you're a successful author who has created the most horseshit harem anime you have ever seen, or something like that.
What is his name for research?
But today you don't need to be a good artist to do that anymore. Now you can be a light novelist. Hooray!
You
God.
could have crappy anime adaptations of the same shit.
Anyone in the chat, dust off your PS2s or your PSPs and get Growlancer.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Growlancer Wayfarer of Time is on PSP. Growlancer 2 and 3 is on PS2. Technically, Growlancer 5 is also on PS2, but that game's not that good. Stick with 2, 3, and 4. Those are the good ones.
I get into that, but I never have time. Souls, yeah. I used to always play Attack Force series on the PSP.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Attack Force.
I was just
Attack Force
in my
3.
PSP mood. I just had to ask some people.
I used to love that shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
remember?
they-
Did you know
they
they censored?
denied
Did you know they censored the Attack Force 3? I think.
Yeah.
EX because of the way one character is in Japan.
Oh,
She's, what is it called? Succubus or something?
which one?
Like she's half guy, half girl, but they made her all girl.
Oh, U-Bell.
What the fuck?
U-Bell,
Oh yeah,
U-Bell.
that thing. God.
U-Bell.
Yeah, U-Bell was kind of weird.
Third season of GX was so weird. I couldn't. I
See,
didn't
that's
know
some
what
more-
happened.
That's
Hey,
some more.
GX season 3 and season 4 was kind of good, especially season
I mean, it
4.
was good, but I didn't
They-
know what's going on.
They
Most of the
canceled
time.
GX halfway through because I don't know, it just never made out outside of Japan. It
Yeah.
got real good too because like he got Yubel and the Supreme King inside of him. It got real good.
Yeah, I don't know why. It pissed me off that they canceled it because I was just waiting for season 4 to air, but then they just said, "Oh no, we're gonna move on to 5Ds now." I was like, "Fuck!" And then they canceled 5Ds.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck is going on
I
here?"
Yeah,
watched
why
it
do they keep
through.
on putting out these series halfway done?
Because they I think at the time they were trying to keep up with the card game, and the card game was
Yeah.
going the synchro summons route, so they
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
want to keep
yeah.
going with it.
Yeah. But
And then,
But I guess that's another one reasonable censoring.
well,
Doing freaking 4Kids TV. They can't have a half man, half girl on TV.
yeah, I hated 4Kids with a passion. Oh my god.
don't forget, now it's a rice ball. Now it's a hamburger. Now it's a cheeseburger.
That's not like one.
Americanization.
So we
To
yeah
address
we
the ones in the
definitely
comments, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is awesome.
Yeah.
JoJo's awesome, yes.
keep saying I'm gonna watch that. I never do.
You should.
Check it out. It is freaking amazing.
You so should. Fucking JoJo's the best. It's such
It is
over the top, fabulous.
over the top.
man.
And then the thing
It's
is, look,
fabulous.
from the outside, it looks like very not girly, but gay. But it's actually pretty manly with some of the things they do.
I don't know. You probably
Never.
shouldn't tell me that because now I don't know if I want to watch it now.
No, it's
like,
super fucking
yeah, watch
manly. It just so happens to
Yeah.
also be fabulous.
Yeah. Don't fear the Bishonen. Love it.
Like, think of it this way: they're doing fucking like fabulous poses, but they've got like rippling muscles.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very appealing to me.
No, you gotta watch it, man.
It's so funny. It's so.
Especially Stardust Crusaders.
Hmm.
My favorite's Battle Tendency. It's so fucking good with fuck, what was his name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, Jonathan.
Jonathan was cool, but I love Joseph because he was a fucking troll.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was
Oh,
such a
man,
fucking
man.
troll.
With what's his
Best.
name? Zappelli.
Yeah,
Oh, no, his
Zappelli was
son.
fucking
Was
cool.
his son? Was it? What was it? I forgot the names.
Speedo Wagon.
Caesar. Yeah, Caesar.
What about
That was an awesome show.
Wagon, man? Oh, he was so good.
Oh, so good.
Wait,
Oh, don't get me started with
what the
third
fuck?
season.
What,
Iggy.
what am I looking at right now?
I don't know. What are you looking at?
I mean, it's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, not for a good reason.
Wait a minute. This can't be right. Let me make sure. Let me make sure something's wrong here. My
What are
computer's
you
messed
looking
up.
at, dude?
Yeah, I was on Amazon because I was pre-ordering that game, and I see Fire Emblem Fates, selling for Conquest, selling for $60.
Oh. Did you know the collector's edition is going for like $300 right now?
What?
Well, $60 is still like $20 more than retail.
Yeah. Damn, it's becoming. Oh shit, this is becoming rare. I need to get my copy. I need to go to GameStop right now and get my copy of Conquest.
Oh yeah, it is $60. Dang.
I'm pretty sure
Holy
they all.
shit.
I'm pretty sure they shortened the copies of that
Yeah.
just to make
I
sure
hate when
that
they do
the
that.
second wave is so much more bought by people because all say, "Oh, it's so great! Oh, I didn't get it. Yeah, now you have to get it too." And then that they just spread a word and then they do this. I don't know why they do this. It's just why Nintendo? Why? It's so simple.
Alright, since we went so off topic, I think I'm gonna end the broadcast here.
Okay.
Because I ran out of topics. We went through all the topics that I had planned out.
Yeah.
And we are going to end it here. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys for always coming. Even though I give you probably last minute, like day before stuff to come on.
Glad to be here.
Hey,
Mike.
dude, you're gonna be on? Yeah. Okay, let's fucking do it. Oh.
And then look, I'm clearing all my schedules, thinking that the podcast is gonna go on, and it's not.
Yeah. So yeah. It was supposed to go on yesterday, and then like other people backed out. So I was like, fine.
One of them were me.
Let's just keep it on Sunday for now. Try the week after next to do it on a Saturday. Again, I'm gonna try it again for a Saturday.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys.
For
Going
Saturday.
off off the air in 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining us, and have a good Sunday. I'm gonna see if I can watch Walking Dead soon. All right.
Yeah.
Same.
Peace.